Hello, dear twin flames out there. This is Dagmar, the spiritual healer. It's the week of the Monday, May 27th of 2019. Today's actually Memorial Day. I'm doing this reading for you guys on Memorial Day. Can you believe it? Holy cow. I do these readings every Monday, by the way, so I thought I'd do one today. And happy Memorial Day for you guys out there. Who are celebrating it. So hope you have a wonderful day today. And we are looking at what is the twin flame relationship bringing up for this week. Now, twin flames, as you know, are it's not about getting your twin flame or being in union with your twin flame, because if you've manifested your twin flame into your life, whether you are in separation with them right now, or they're married, or whatever else is happening, you are already doing a dance with your twin flame right now. Okay? You already have them in your life. They're not a possession. They're already in your life. And you got to watch one of my videos about twin flame union, or the myth of twin flame union. If your twin flame is in your life right now, you are in union with them. You are relating with them. You are doing the tango with them. You manifested them there. So the bigger question is, what do you do with them in your life? Okay? And so really the twin flame relationship is about healing. It's about our healing. It's about our growth, spiritual personal growth. It's about our spiritual awakening, perhaps. It's I know that's what it was for me. It was huge. And it's about becoming more of who we are. It's about flourishing. It's about thriving as a soul. That's why all these twin flames are coming together like in masses right now, to help each other do that, because we're in a huge energetic global shift right now, which is also called or referred to the ascension process. And so that's what's happening out there. And it's really important that we, offload all that baggage we keep carrying with us. And so the twin flames are helping us do that as well. So let's look at what the twin flame relationship is bringing up this week for you. And I always do that in looking at the divine feminine and masculine in the twin flame relationship. So let's see what the divine feminine is bringing to the relationship this week. Okay? What is the divine feminine bringing to the relationship this week? All right, so let's look at that. By the way, if you like my videos, please hit the like button if you like the reading. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I love new subscribers. You're also welcome to comment below at the video and let me know your thoughts. I love it when you do that. Or if you want to heal something in your relationship and shift the energy, I'm a spiritual healer. I do that. So I offer those kind of services. So please get in touch with me on my website. It's on my YouTube channel. And I'm happy to help you with whatever it is that you're going through in your journey to help you move forward. All right, so let's pull a card on the divine feminine and what is she contributing to the relationship this week. Oh, and here we have exhaustion, Very interesting. So the divine feminine is basically exhausted this week, which is an indicator for me as a spiritual healer. I've been doing this for the past 13 years, helping people heal. And that is an indicator that the divine feminine right now is really connecting to something, some kind of pain in her past around the relationship. Usually the spiritual exhaustion is far more exhausting than if you carried rocks for a block all day long, okay? This is how exhausting it can be to actually connect with some past pain that hasn't been fully resolved. And that seems that the divine feminine is doing that this week. So there's a lot of exhaustion on her end. So what is the divine masculine bringing to the relationship this week? Let me see here. And the divine masculine, is bringing the love, the lovers. Oh my goodness. And it's causing her to somehow connect to something in the past. And, being exhausted by that. How interesting is that? Well, let's look at, that's beautiful that the divine masculine is bringing the love to the relationship this week. That's awesome. And so what else is going on? Let's see about the composite energies, or the combined energies of both. Let's see what both of them are bringing in there right now, what it's about. And interesting, there is some aloneness going on here, so that's very fascinating. So the composite energies of both of them bring aloneness, which is very interesting, because I have to say that it actually coincides with the exhaustion of the divine feminine, because when we connect to our unresolved pain in the past, one of the side effects besides exhaustion is also feeling alone. This is when we're actually, because it's causing us to be disconnected from our spiritual higher self, when we're connecting to some unresolved experience, okay? And so we also feel alone. So the combined energies are feeling aloneness. That's interesting. And so sounds like the divine masculine, even though he's bringing the love, he wants the love in there, he's also alone, and so is she. So it's interesting. It might be talking about some separation you guys are in, actually, and it is dealing with some unresolved pain in the past. And let's see what the insight to all of this is. Let's pull up the card that gives us a little bit more insight around this whole energy here. So, interesting. And we pull the card of trust. So the insight to it is trust. Interesting. Well, that's a fascinating one. So it has to do with trust. So there's something in that whole energetic thing that you guys are recreating that perhaps there's some lack of trust there in terms of coming together. That's why there's the aloneness there. And it would make sense, because if there's some unresolved experience that you guys are dealing with, that there's basically trust issues around it. There's something that happened in your past, perhaps another lifetime. That's what I'm sensing, is that caused you guys to separate, and now there is a lack of trust in between you there around the love. And there's really this part of aloneness in there, which is just indicating that you're right now disconnected from your higher self, from your true spirit, and you're connecting to something unresolved. So that's very fascinating. So there's some definite stuff going on this week. And let's see what Kuan Yin, which is a spiritual master like Jesus, was in our culture, except that Kuan Yin is from the Asian culture. So Kuan Yin cards just have a beautiful messages in terms of where we are in our spiritual journey. So I'm going to pull a few Kuan Yin cards to give us a little bit more insight to what's happening here with the divine feminine and masculine. So, and it's about, let's see, we're going to pull for the divine feminine first and see what her lesson in this whole thing is. Let's allow Kuan Yin to tell us what is the divine feminine's lesson and what's happening here this week. So let's see. Oh, and we have the Maiden Magoo. That's a pretty nice card. And I'm going to have to read to see what the Maiden Magoo is all about here for the divine feminine. The cards have such beautiful descriptions. It's really hard for me to repeat what it actually says, but we can talk about it afterward. So let's see. The Maiden Magoo is, here we go. So here what the Maiden Magoo is about. And this is the lesson that the Divine Feminine is trying to learn. The Maiden Magoo, goddess of spring, healing, and transformation, brings you assistance now. See, so the Divine Feminine is in some healing transformation, trying to heal something from the past. You are asked to honor that light can come from even the darkest beginnings, beloved one. In fact, sometimes we need to enter into the unknown parts of ourselves to find exactly what we need to grow in peace, creative self-fulfillment, and happiness. The challenge can be to trust, and there you have the trust. The challenge can be to trust that we will arise from this darker place again. Just as the spring always follows the winter, beloved, so too will any inner work with the shadow precede a beautiful rebirth for you. So this is beautiful. This is totally coincides with what we just talked about here. The Divine Feminine is really trying to heal something. She's connecting to some unresolved past, which is a darker shadow side. And so she's feeling exhausted by the whole thing. Also, she's feeling very alone. And this card is basically telling her lesson is to trust that she will come out. In other words, she won't stay like this. You won't stay like this. You will come out of it. All right? It'll change. All right? There is spring after winter is what it's saying. And that's what this Maiden Magoo is really what the lesson's all about for her. So anyway, boy, this can be very challenging. Now, sometimes, we can, we're naturally, here's how it works. We naturally heal things, okay, by connecting to them on a subconscious level. Because we process things as we connect with this. Now, here's the other aspect. Sometimes what happens is we also shove it. We don't want to deal with it because it's too painful, so we shove it on the carpet, so it remains as an unresolved experience. Now, sometimes it can go for a while before we actually process through it, or sometimes we just disconnect from it by avoiding it, okay, by focusing on other things. But that doesn't mean we healed it. But if you want help with this, this is what I'm good at. This is what I'm good at, helping you release, so that you no longer will have that coming back into your life because you haven't fully healed it, and have to re-experience that. And it'll help you move forward in your twin flame relationship, because he wants to love. He's here to love you, okay? But unfortunately, all this stuff is in the way. All this unresolved stuff is in the way of that. So let's see what the Divine Masculine has to offer here, or as the lesson for the Divine Masculine. Let's see what Kuan Yin says about the Divine Masculine's lesson in all this. All right, so here we go. So this Divine Masculine lesson. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful card too. Spin the silken thread divine. And so I'm going to read you that message real quick. Let's see here. Spin the silken thread divine here. Okay. So here goes. Spin the silken thread divine for the Divine Masculine. In creating precious silks, there is a sorting process, sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle, beloved, and it is time to allow for that which is more precious and pure, that which you wish to take with you into the future, to continue and to release that which does not align with your true heart. Sometimes we need to help ourselves access the new cycle by releasing vows from this or other lifetimes, releasing old emotional patterns. Here we go. And calling in wisdom and talents from past lifetimes. You are guided to accept this healing now. So see, also the Divine Masculine is also healing something. And this card is all about basically, keeping the things that benefit us and moving the things that don't out. And that happens also through the healing process, because as we digest and experience properly in the pain of it, in our past, we are in fact transforming the pain into wisdom. And so we're keeping the good things, we're getting rid of the bad stuff, right? We're transforming it. We're transforming the pain, the bad thing, into the wisdom, which is the good thing. And so this is what the Spin the Silken Thread Divine is all about, also for the divine masculine. So he's also, struggling with a healing process, with, moving through these lifetimes that we have experienced pain, which we haven't fully completed. And that's what it's all about this week. Wow, how awesome. And let's see here. Let's see what the overall purpose here of all of this is. And I'm going to draw one last card of Kuan Yin to see what the overall purpose of all this exercise is here this week for the twin flames. So let's see here. Ooh, I love it. And it's the Tao. The Tao. Oh, very nice. So let me read you the message from the Tao real quick. And then we can talk about the overall picture, everything one more time. Let's see here. Let's see, 119. The Tao. I love the Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Beloved, you are being invited into a more advanced spiritual classroom of the soul. How beautiful. Sometimes we think that more advanced means more effort, and yet in spiritual matters, as we mature, we become more able to stop attempting to control and direct from our more limited perspective, and instead become open to receiving and being directed by higher forces, which include our divine essence at one with the source of all. This does not mean that we become a loose leaf, blown about by the winds of fate. It means rather that we become like bamboo, strong within ourselves and able to move in the direction or that without losing our power. In fact, our flexibility can become part of what makes us a powerful instrument of divine creativity and healing. There are times when the Tao, the mystery of the source, endlessly unfolding, calls us strongly to be flexible and to stop fighting against the flow. See, some part of what happens is when we go through this process of healing and connecting with our dark side and all that stuff, is that we have a certain resistance against seeing our pain. And this Tao card is really lessons to allow us to, allow yourself to go there, to go into the pain part of it, because that's what's going to help you process it. So allow that flow to happen. So this is the purpose, is for you guys to allow that flow to happen, life to happen. And instead, let it move us. It is the difference between trying to swim all the way to shore, not even knowing if we are headed in the right direction, but just thinking we could be. On the one hand, and allowing a cosmic wave to lift us, carry us, and deposit us on the shoreline, and the right shoreline for us quickly and with grace. Okay? Because life is constantly working with you, and this is what the Tao is. It's basically the energy of life, the life force. And so what is happening with you right now isn't something to fight. It's something to allow you to move in the right direction for you, because life knows, the universe knows which direction you want to head in. And it's so allow it to move you, allow it to flow with the wave rather than fighting it, because that's our natural response to our inner pain, our unresolved things there where we need to grow. We tend to fight it, we tend to resist it. And the Tao is really the overall purpose, and the lesson of all is to allow yourself to flow. And again, this whole process can be totally sped up by you buying or purchasing a healing session with me or two, depending on how much is needed, depending on what it is you're all trying to heal. But this would totally speed it up, help you move forward with it, allow it to move you into a better place. And that's what this reading is all about, is allowing life to flow and allowing yourself to connect with the pain and allowing yourself to process it and allow yourself to, pull out the silk out of it, the beauty out of it, and so forth. And that's what's happening for you right now, for you twin flames right now. And that's a beautiful thing. So go with it, girlfriends and boyfriends and, wives and husbands, or whatever the situation is, all you twin flames. And I love you all. Again, if you like the reading, press the like button. I would love it. If you have a comment about it, leave a comment below. I love to hear from you. If you are first time on my website, please subscribe to my website. I love to have new subscribers, and pass on perhaps my channel if you have someone in your life that you would like to see it, and that'd be awesome. And if you would like some help with all of this journey and help me or have me help you shift this energy and help you with this process in a much more guided and purposeful, targeted way so that you can move on, please get in touch with me through my website, which is on my channel, and it's also www.thespiritualhealer.info. And I will see you next time.